and it is spooky season officially. It's finally fall and it's Halloween time. I got my decorations up. I love Halloween so very much. In my fall reads video, I kind of talked about some books I wanted to read in the months of September, October, and November. It was just kind of like a general video because I wasn't really sure what I wanted to read and when. So now I kind of have a clearer idea of what I plan on reading for the spooky season and for fall in general. This video I'm just going to be talking about what I read in the month of September. So basically it's my September wrap up, and yeah, I'm probably going to talk a little bit about what I plan on reading in October. So let's just get right into it. The first book I finished this month was God's Grave. I finished this at the very beginning of September. This was my second time reading it because I was getting ready for Dark Dawn to come out, and I loved it even more the second time. I talked about this series a lot on my channel. This is the second book in the Nevernight Chronicle by Jay Kristoff. The first book follows Mia Corvier, who's trained to become a blade, which is like a professional assassin in the Red Church. It's bloody, it's sexy, it's gory, it's so good, it's written so well, and it's really funny. Mia wants to become an assassin so that she can avenge her family. And a side story in that is that she is considered a Darkin, which means she can control her shadows, and there are other people like her, but she's only met a couple of them. So along with her trying to avenge her family, Mia's trying to figure out who she is and what being a Darkin means. So basically this second book, it's not really following her like assassin life. I mean, while she's still killing, it's more her creating these new relationships and finding out more about herself, as well as trying to reach her goal to get to Consul Skeva. The romance in this one is way better in my opinion, and I definitely liked this book way more the second time than the first time I read it. I finished it super early in the morning, and I just was like bawling my eyes out, and I immediately got ready and went to Barnes & Noble so that I could pick up my next read. So the next book I finished, of course, was Dark Dawn, and that is the third and final book in the Nevernight Chronicle, and I love this trilogy so much. I haven't felt this moved by a series in a while. It felt so good to let all my emotions go and just get into the story. This book I rated 5 out of 5 stars on Goodreads, and I still have to write my review for it, so maybe I'll review it on here too. But I was actually a little more disappointed in this one. While I did really like it, I think I might kind of lean more towards a 4 out of 5 stars. The information you get in this one was just so crazy. Like, you get all this info that should have been kind of building up in books 1 and 2. You get it all in this book. And the pacing was like insane because you're trying to catch up with everything and things are moving kind of fast, and I'm already confused by what all is happening and what this means for Mia. You have like the two storylines in this one where you have like one is like her assassin life and then the other one's like her Darkin life. And I'm more focused on her like being the assassin and like that storyline itself, rather than like the second part of the storyline where she's kind of finding out who she is. I'm not going to obviously go into details, but I just felt really taken out. It felt really rushed, and that really took me out of the story, and I wasn't really a big fan of that. I was a little disappointed in how that part of the storyline played out. But overall, I did really love this book. I was obviously crying at the end, and I love this trilogy very, very much, and I'm very happy with how it was because Jay Kristoff can be pretty brutal. So I was actually pretty grateful for how this one ended, and I'm definitely going to miss these characters so much. I'm glad I was able to read Nevernight, God's Grave, and Dark Dawn all in a row and really be with those characters for as long as possible. It made it just for a much better reading experience for sure. The next book I finished in the month of September was actually an acting book for my class that I started, and that was Audition by Michael Sherlock. That one I've actually read before. It follows the 12 guideposts of acting, basically anything that an actor should know, and it kind of helps with working with others in class and kind of the terminology we're going to be using, those types of things. So it was very informational, of course, but really good, and that's just another side book I wanted to throw into this wrap-up video. And then the fourth book I finished in the month of September was Five Dark Fates. This is the last book in the Three Dark Crowns series, so I'm of course not going to be spoiling anything. I have talked about Three Dark Crowns a lot on this channel, but it's the series that follows these three girls who are separated at the age of 6. They all have a special magical ability. We have one who's a poisoner, an elemental, and then a naturalist. The girls are separated so that when they grow up, on their 16th birthday, they have like this quickening ceremony and all this stuff happens so that they can kill each other. Their goal is to become queen, and only one can be queen out of the triplets. So a lot of stuff happens in that book. They all end up surviving, which is not really a spoiler, but it might be to some people, but they all end up living, which is how we get the rest of the series. But this one, I wasn't really like too impressed with. I mean, I liked it, and it was entertaining, it was good, it was moving. I don't know, I just kind of didn't really feel like too affected by anything. I didn't really think it was going to be the last book, but the way it ended, I'm glad it was, because obviously, no, you can't really keep going. I gave this one a 4 out of 5 stars because even though it wasn't as good as the others, it did wrap up the series really well. And then the last book that I'm currently actually reading, I'm still going to put in this wrap-up video, is Capturing the Devil by Kerri Maniscalco. This is the last book in the Stalking Jack the Ripper series, so basically September's been finishing series apparently. The first book, Stalking Jack the Ripper, follows Audrey Rose as she's an apprentice for her uncle who works with like cadavers and kind of solving crimes basically. And this book is going to wrap up that series. Right now it's a little annoying because we're focused more on these characters and their stupid wedding and things that are going wrong with that, and that's really taken me out of the book. I'm hoping it picks back up and gets into the solving the murders pretty soon because right now I'm a little bored. Those are all the books I read in the month of September. I definitely plan on reading Six of Crows, Crooked Kingdom, and probably Language of Thorns in October, and I'm actually hoping to read The Shining and Dr. Sleep in the month of October as well. I do want to get into the spooky season reads. I'm not sure yet what specifically I want to read for November, but I have my ideas for October for sure. Alright guys, that's all I have for you today. If you like this video, be sure to give it a nice little thumbs up. If you want to keep following me on this booktube journey, please subscribe to my channel. You can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Erica A. Gobble. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you soon with another video. Bye!